Fieldhouse. Ethan Spazarski alongside Anthony DeFilippo for a pretty dormant, low-scoring first half between the Westminster Titans and the Waynesburg University Yellow Jackets with your score 27-18. And right now, Anthony, the storyline being for Westminster, the lack of threes. Come into today 32% from the outside the arc, 0 for 10 to start there. And then Waynesburg continuing the offensive inconsistency, not really to find any sort of offensive consistency for themselves to really start to pull away the lead.
Yeah, we talked about their rough first half in Allegheny last Saturday. They've kind of bled that into today's first half. In Westminster, I feel like everything we talked about concerning them in the open did not happen in that first half. You know, they don't score that many points per game. They only score 54-ish. They scored 18, but they didn't hit any threes. That's their strength, Ethan. They were 0 for 10 from beyond the arc in that first half.
So as we continue our first half thoughts, the entire gym giving a happy birthday celebration to head coach Sam Jones, celebrating his 50th birthday today. So we welcome you. I guess we'll have to say this is the Sam Jones birthday party here in the Rudy Marisa Fieldhouse. His entire family sitting in front of us, have a few fat heads on the sticks. It's very nice. It's comical, but it's awesome to see, as you overheard, the 50th birthday celebration for head coach Sam Jones of Waynesburg, who's helping this team look for their first winning season since 2018. And the Waynesburg right now on track to do that. All they have to do is win 3 of their next 5, and they eclipse that winning record. But you win 4 of the next 5, as we talked about, and you stay in playoff contention, which is oh so serious, and what Waynesburg's looking forward to. Also with some outside help as well, especially with that Geneva-Bethany game that's also going on.
Yeah, and that's not falling their direction right now. It's 37-25 at the end of the first half, so a 12-point differential between the two teams. Rather make that 47-35, Bethany over the Golden Tornadoes. So Waynesburg, and you talk a lot about Sam Jones. It's his birthday today. His family's here. He has signs made for him. I don't know what he really thinks about that. Knowing Coach Jones, he might not be all that happy about it, but knowing his family, they love it. And they love watching their dad coach this team, a team that he's coached to 8 winning seasons. He's in his 17th year, PAC Coach of the Year over a decade ago in the 2010-2011 season. The same year, they went 5-0 to start the season like they did this year, and they won the ECAC tournament that year, and he's the all-time winningest coach in Waynesburg history. So a good storied career so far for Coach Jones, and he is just looking to continue that into a winning season, his 9th in this campaign.
So as now we're going to transition back to the hardwoods and back to some PAC women's basketball, as Jules Moorbacher will be the one tasked to inbound it to Callista Friday to start out with our fresh 10 minutes on the clock. We got a 30-second shot clock ready to go.
Yeah, Callista with 9 rebounds, Ethan, in that first quarter. She has been all over the floor for the Yellow Jackets.
So now we get back to it. Justice over to Friday. Friday works down low to Wazalowski, back to the top of the key, Mia Hankins. You've seen this a few times. Quick passes, back and forth, bounce passes, trying to cause some separation for Waynesburg. Now Wazalowski drives baseline, kicks out to Macy Justice in that right wing area. She'll think about a 3, but she'll pass it down low. A little too much for Moorbacher there. And Westminster will now work in transition. Harrison works down low for Cano. Cannot get it to go. Callista Friday works fast in transition for Waynesburg to Moorbacher in that left wing area. She'll drive inside, take a few steps and some contact, and 1! Jules Moorbacher now going to the line for the 3-point play attempt. Her family right in front of us showing some enthusiasm with it. She'll now step up to the line. Jules Moorbacher shooting 66.4% from the line this year.
Yeah, Moorbacher right into that lane. She's so aggressive, and we've seen that from the dual sport athlete. She plays soccer, so she's used to the contact, gets through it, Hess underneath the hoop. She's able to get to and look to complete the 3-point play.
So now we'll have our officials meet together near that right block. Don't know exactly.
Yeah, so the basket counted, and that was the first and only free throw that should have been allowed. And so that was that. Westminster gets possession.
My eyes don't deceive me. I was a little shocked that everyone stayed bad in position for another shot. Because now the inbound's going to be fumbled there by Westminster. Reverse layup is good from Mia Hankins. She tacks on her 4th point of the day. And again, the aggressiveness from Callista Friday, we alluded to that first half of her with the 9 offensive and defensive rebounds that she collected there. It's now Westminster trying to work fast to get some sort of offensive stability as Waynesburg's come out the gate hot. Score 4 points early on here. It's now with Hess over to Brush. Brush there, top of the key. Gives it to Mario. Mario's 3 is good, and the drought is over. So Westminster collects their first 3 of the half and of the entire game, as they are now only trailing by 10. 8:42 left to go in the third quarter. Mia Hankins near top of the key. That does count as a 2 if it goes, and it does. Mia Hankins now has 6 points on the day. Extends out Waynesburg lead to 12 here early in the third quarter.
What happened in the locker room even? These two teams are shooting fantastically.
Inspiration, as Cano's the one who drives in for Westminster. She gets points number 8 and 9 to go there on that layup. As now Friday working fast once again. Macy Justice in the right wing. We've seen her shoot 2 threes earlier on. She connected to start off Waynesburg scoring. So Waynesburg passes around. It's Hankins once again. Same spot in the top of the key. Shot is no good off a travel from Hankins herself. As now Westminster will regain possession and inbound on the far baseline. Hess to inbound. She gets it off to Arison. Arison drives through. Hankins trying to poke out the loose change. It's no good. Mario 3-pointer rattles in and out. Rebounded by Wesolowski off to Friday. So now Friday will slow down, try to let her offense collect, but she'll pull up a wide range 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Hess. Hess now dumps it off to Brush, and Brush will move again for Westminster. A little bit of a fast pace here, second half from what we've seen earlier on. Now Cano once again takes it, no good. There's Friday, bounce pass to Hankins. Takes one dribble, works the contact, and one again! Mia Hankins has 8 points, looking for a 9th to complete the second 3-point play of the half for Waynesburg.
Yeah, Mia Hankins, wow, working through that contact again. Waynesburg has come in with a real aggressive game plan to begin this half and have executed it quite well, looking for another 3-point play.
3-point play is no good, so both 3-point play attempts are no good for Waynesburg now, as Westminster again working fast, as I talked about before. The Mia Hankins score. This 3-point attempt for Westminster is no good. Rattling in and out. This one goes to Wesolowski, who steps on the line. Lost a little bit of awareness where she was standing. She steps on the baseline as now Westminster gets another chance to get an offensive score. 35-23. Waynesburg leads a little over 7 minutes left in this third quarter. Mario over to Brush. Brush kicks it over. Westminster trying to work inside, and they will, forcing some contact. Number 24, Emily Hess. She gets the contact and the foul to go. As now she'll go to the line and shoot 2 for the Titans. Foul goes on Tori Wesolowski. It's her second personal foul of the game. Be first of the team foul of the quarter. Emily has 68% from the line this year. Her first shot is no good.
If you take a look at that first game between these two teams, Hess had 15 rebounds in that game, so certainly being aggressive inside the lane on both ends of the floor.
Hess with the right-handed shot with her taped up right shoulder gets the second free throw to fall. So Hess 1 of 2 from the line. Now cuts the lead down to 11 for Waynesburg, as now Callista Friday is the one to carry it over. Wesolowski moving left to right. Mia Hankins back over near the left corner. Top of the key is Callista Friday. Work down low to Jules Moorbacher. Gets a little bit of push from the back from Hess, who is befuddled by the call. Absolutely flabbergasted. So now Waynesburg will be the ones to inbound on the far baseline once again, as Hess will get substituted out for number 4, Emily Cason. Cason, a 6-foot freshman forward from Streetsboro, Ohio. Work quickly inbound to Jules Moorbacher. She spins and dances, tries to find open shot. She won't get one. Wesolowski puts up a quick floater, and she collects the loose, and she collects that change. Gets it to go fall through. She has 5 on the day. Westminster again working fast, trying to work down low. That's intercepted by Callista Friday. She'll work streaking down court, left side. Friday drives. Ooh. And she'll bang her head off the back of the bleachers. A little bit of rough contact in the slide. Recollecting herself as she's met by the athletic trainers. She is back up on her feet quickly. As both teams will collect back to a huddle. Collect a game plan as the athletic training staff and head coach Sam Jones are talking to Callista Friday now.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's kind of a danger about this core is the baseline and the bleachers aren't that close to each other, and you'll see it here. Callista Friday just kind of taking some contact from Saika in the lane and then banging her head. A good aggressive play from Callista Friday, but unfortunately the bleachers being only about 3 or so feet away from the end of that baseline. She looks all right though, no worse for wear. She'll stay in this ball game in the time being.
Receives a barrage of claps here from this fairly well-packed Rue de Marisa Fieldhouse here today. Campus of Waynesburg University. 39-24, Waynesburg leads Westminster here. As Waynesburg needing to win 4 of their next 5 in order to collect some sort of playoff contention. They face 3 of the worst teams in the PAC, 3 of the bottom 4 teams in the PAC here of their next 5 games, including Westminster right now. Waynesburg, fun fact, the last time they played Westminster snapped an 11-game losing streak over the Titans. The Titans held an 11-game winning streak from February 18th of 2019 all the way to January 17th of 2024. In that stint, Westminster went 7-0 at home, 4-0 here at the Rue de Marisa Fieldhouse during that time. Waynesburg snapped that streak. However, the all-time series is still led by Westminster. Since 1988, Westminster leads the series 40 games to 22. And overall, they lead the all-time series as well, 70-43. But another fun fact, something else I found very interesting, before that 11-game winning streak for the Titans, Waynesburg, had won 8 of their 11 previous times before that, all by 10 or plus more points.
Take a look at these 2 plays here. Mia Hankins, the N1s for Waynesburg in this 3rd quarter, have really driven them up to this 15-point lead. You'll see one here on the other end for Westminster. As Kano worked her way to the hoop. Actually, this is on the Waynesburg side, is playing out the full clip. The job by Mia Hankins twice. Very similarly looking plays. And Friday is okay and good to go for Waynesburg, and she'll find herself at the free throw line.
Callista Friday held the 3 points in the first half hour, the 9 rebounds, 5 offensive, 4 defensive. She'll take a few dribbles, put up the first shot, and the only shot she needs, it's good.
And she will be immediately checked out for Kara McFadden, so Callista Friday making the free throw and then going to get checked out by the athletic trainer.
He said it should be up this weekend after work.
So now Westminster working, trying to find some sort of offensive stability, and they get that back. The three-pointer is good from guess who? Katie Murillo. 6 points from her. Westminster now still trails 40-27, 6:06. There was some space. Kara McFadden says, why not? And there it is. Kara McFadden, her first points of the night. She responds with a 3 of her own. 43-27, Waynesburg now leads. Mia Hankins again gets a steal off the inbound. She gets that to fall. 10 points for her. She now leads all scorers on the day, 45-27. Westminster again working quickly, trying to find some sort of answer to Waynesburg's certain offensive prowess here in the second half. St. Arison pulls up from the free throw line, no good. The last touch by Jules Moorbacher. So Westminster gains possession again as another substitution. Arison comes off for Brush. And Brush will be the one inbounded for the Titans.
What happened? Caution third degree.
Brush with 13 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it in to Murillo. Murillo thinks about it, gives off to Davis at the top of the key. Davis thinks again, she'll dump it off herself to Cano. Cano over to Brush. Brush's long-range 3, no good. Rebounded well there by Kayson. Kayson to Davis down low, back to Kayson. She'll pull up a jumper. It doesn't go, but it won't count anyways off the travel from Kayson. And now Waynesburg gets the chance to continue to extend its lead. Because Waynesburg will also have 2 more substitutions. Maddie Dayton and Aubrey Burns come in for Tori Wesolowski and Mia Hankins.
You want offense, you got offense in this half. Waynesburg has really stepped up their game on Star Wars Day here on the Waynesburg University Sports Network.
Mia Hankins leads all scorers right now with 10 points. 8 of them coming here in this third quarter. Aubrey Burns works left side, kicks off the key to Kara McFadden. She'll try another 3. It's good. Second straight 3 from the top of the key for Kara McFadden. She has 6 on the day. So now Davis drives for the Titans. She tries to cut through the paint. She sees Maddie Dayton. She'll think twice. Back off again, Cano. Rebound by Kason. Davis. Aaron pass goes through. Maria there able to hold on to it for the Titans. She'll dump it off. A lot of quick touch passes here for the Titans. It's Maddie Dayton gets a little too close with the foul. Maddie Dayton picks up her first personal foul, team's second of the quarter. So we will now have our media timeout. Both sides will collect themselves in their respective team huddles. Waynesburg leading 48-27. 20 points scored by this Yellow Jackets offense here in the third quarter. They scored 28 in the first half as a total.
Kudos to Waynesburg for sticking with the theme today. It's objective, not subjective. It is pure fact that the 4th, 5th, and 6th Star Wars movies are better than the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Star Wars movies. So they're getting a strong second half, just like the Star Wars movies franchise did.
We'll have to get our Star Wars insider, Joe Cirillo, later on today and see if he agrees with that take. We're going to take another look at a Kara McFadden 3 from the top of the key. She's just been comfortable there. Her last 2 shots have found their way through, rattling in. As you see the back-to-back 3s once again there, just more than enough space from Davis, who had to come back in towards McFadden, making Davis pay with a little bit of a cushion there at the top of the key.
Sometimes McFadden likes that top of the key. Sometimes she bounces to either wing. Today, it looks like the top is that spot for her. We'll see if they try to set up a play for McFadden, as Macy Justice and Aubrey Burns are both in the game too. So Waynesburg is opting to go with 3 pretty natural 3-point shooters right now, up 20.
Macy Justice shoots 37.3% from outside the arc. Aubrey Burns, about 28% for herself there as well. Then Kara McFadden, another 3-point shooter, 33.6% from her from outside the arc so far this year. As now we're back to action as defensively, Maddie Dayton with the steal gives it to Aubrey Burns. She'll loft it back to Dayton. Dayton settles down off the fast break layup. It's good. Maddie Dayton, 6 points for her on the day. 50-27. Waynesburg continues to push open that lead. Break open the wound that they have really put here on Westminster in the second half. Kason thought about a 20-foot jumper. It's no good. She'll pass it back out. Westminster then turns it over once again. This time Aubrey Burns with the steal. Burns, left wing 3 to Kara McFadden. Rattles off front iron, no good. Westminster with the quick rebound. So see Harrison give it off to Brush. Brush over to Saika. Rattles off front iron, no good. Rebounded once again by Westminster, no good. This time Kara McFadden pulls away. She has Macy's Justice to her right. She'll slow things down. Bounce pass, Maddie Dayton wide open. There it is. Another easy layup for Maddie Dayton. 52-27. Waynesburg leads about 3.5 minutes in the third quarter. Brush again, works down low, far baseline. It's Westminster slowing things down a little bit. Harrison drives in, met by a wall of Yellow Jackets. She'll pass it out to Brush for 3. That flies right through. Brush gets her first points of the day, 3 points for her. It's now Waynesburg has possession. It's Moorbacher over to Dayton. Dayton with an easy jumper off the inside of the rim, doesn't go. Collects her own rebound and the foul. Maddie Dayton's gonna walk immediately to the line. She knows she's shooting 2. As that is the 5th team foul for Westminster. So Westminster no longer has any fouls to give. They're put into the bonus for the 1-and-1. Maddie Dayton now steps up to the line off the shooting foul. She is shooting. First one's up and good. She has 9 points, looking for 10.
We'll take a look here at that Maddie Dayton bucket. Waynesburg has had this really fast-moving offense so far here in the second half that they really didn't have in the first half.
Maddie Dayton's second free throw, no good off the inside of the iron. She'll have 9 points left as Westminster again trying to work quickly. This pass a little too high for Saika. And now Waynesburg collects with a 23-point lead and 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Kara McFadden ends it off to Sturm. Sturm to Dayton. Dayton to Burns. Burns in the left wing. She'll drive inside the paint with 2 Titans on her. Her layup's no good. A few Titans fight for the rebound and get it to go. Brush streaks down. She works east to west there. Westminster passes outside. That left corner 3 is good for Saika. Now has 5 points for herself. Westminster finds another 3. So Kara McFadden from the top of the key works to the left wing. She'll give it off to Maddie Dayton once again. Another hot hand for the Yellow Jackets. She drives inside, forces some contact, can't get to go, gets her own rebound. This one will take 2 hops and fall through. Maddie Dayton, 11 points for her here, 7 of which coming here in the third quarter. Harrison drives right side on the baseline, gets some contact, and it falls through, and the end one counts. Kennedy Harrison has 4 points for herself, looking for an and one opportunity.
We haven't really gotten a chance to look at this Westminster team, and Kennedy Harrison, one of those freshmen or sophomores rather, that's kind of leading the way for them. I mean, she's 9th in assists in the PAC.
Kennedy Harrison shooting 57.1% from the free throw line this year. No good. So the 3-point play is no good, but Westminster does cut the lead now down to 20. Waynesburg with Aubrey Burns in the left wing. She'll try to drive again in the paint. That one's picked away from Kesa. It's now Westminster works fast in transition. There's Harrison dumping over to Saika again. This 3-pointer no good from the right side near the right wing. It's another foul on Westminster.
Bethany leading that game in Geneva by 13 points right now. That's about the midpoint of the third quarter, so Waynesburg might not get much help over there, and that's a game they really need Bethany to lose.
So Westminster now 4 of 19 from outside the arc. They came into the second half 0 for 10, so they're 4 for 9 in this half. This is now a 1-and-1 opportunity for Clara Page Miller, as you will see Clara Page Miller step up to the line again. Miller so far today 1 of 2 from the free throw line as she makes her first shot. Looks to go for her second one. Clara Page Miller 71% from the free throw line this year. Second shot rattles in and out. So Waynesburg's held to its 56-35 lead. Westminster again working down low. Kason. She dances around with Maddie Dayton on her. Back out to Harrison. Back to Kason once again. Kason trying to drive in. Parallel with that baseline. She kicks out to the top of the key to Brush. Brush doesn't like her shot to Mario. Mario says, why not a deep 3? Oh, it splashes right through. 9 points for her. Mario, 3 threes in the second half. She has 3 of the 5 threes made in the second half. McFadden keeps the pivot foot down and will keep the possession going. Clara Page Miller dancing there with Davis on her. She'll try to drive inside. Davis rejects it, a little bit of a stare down. And now Waynesburg will inbound it on the far baseline. As we see another substitution, Samantha Double comes in for the Titans. Double, the 5'9" freshman guard from Boardman, Ohio. As McFadden looks to inbound, she'll go top of the key to Jaden Stern. 35 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Burns left wing, thinks about driving in. She will look for it. She gets out of bounds on the baseline. A little bit of a nudge by Double. However, officials will say Aubrey Burns stepped out on her own power. As now Westminster has 40 seconds left to go in the second half, 24 seconds on the shot clock to cut down this lead that Waynesburg has just bursted wide open. Again, Waynesburg coming into this half with only 28 points. Mario again, this 3-pointer from top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Waynesburg as the shot clock has gone dark. Waynesburg can't hold for the last shot. Does not look like they will, as the errant pass from Maddie Dayton is intercepted. So now Westminster has a chance to finish out the quarter with the ball. 38 points for them right now, only averaging 54 points per game. We are under 10 seconds to go. Harrison directing traffic, trying to get some sort of screen. She gets one. Her three-pointer at the end, no good off front iron. Rebounded by Davis, won't count as our buzzer rings, as we are now down to the last 10 minutes of this PAC matchup, one that Waynesburg so desperately needs to continue to remain alive in playoff contention.